AT&T is here to help customers modernize their workforce. In the world we live in today, we have customers that operate all over the place. Some in a traditional office, some in one of these new hybrid collaborative office spaces. Others work at home. Others are on the road working from a coffee shop or something like that. So it's important that we provide our customers with a way to collaborate within their organization. AT&T Cloud Voice with Microsoft Teams does just that. It allows you, the customer, to collaborate with your team wherever they may be. AT&T Cloud Voice with Microsoft Teams really differentiates itself from other things out there because of the portals that we allow our customers to have access to. We let you manage your infrastructure that may be in the cloud, but you have control over that. Today we're going to look at how AT&T Business Center and Microsoft Admin Center work together to enable you, the customer, to control your Cloud Voice collaboration platform. We want to give you the tools that you need to manage your business and to manage the way that you communicate. Today I have some great guys with me that are going to share with us how to do that. Daniel Wilde is from AT&T Consulting, and he's going to tell us how to use the admin portal and how to add and manipulate and change users in Microsoft Teams, from the phone numbers to the users themselves. He's going to show us how to do that. And then Matthew Ricketts is going to come and he's going to tell us how to use Business Center, what it is, how to use it. He's from AT&T's digital experience team. And he's going to show us how to do those things to manage that platform so we can manage our business. We're excited to be with you guys today. We want to show you how AT&T and Microsoft can help you manage this Cloud Voice infrastructure to collaborate in this modern work environment.
Before AT&T can provide phone numbers in your Microsoft Teams tenant, you'll need to authorize AT&T as an Operator Connect provider. From the Teams Admin Center, you'll expand the Voice menu, click on Operator Connect, and then the All Operators tab. Here you'll see a list of all of the telephony providers currently providing phone service into Microsoft Teams. You can filter this list by country and/or service type. Since we can see the AT&T business information here, we can click on Offer Details and we'll be taken to a marketing page where we can see additional information about Microsoft Teams and our Cloud Voice solution from AT&T. To actually select AT&T as an operator, you'll need to go back to the Teams Admin Center and click on AT&T Business. Check the box for United States and enter your company size. Then you'll need to enter a name, an email, phone number for the Teams administrator. You can add additional contacts if needed. Then you'll need to click here to accept the data privacy terms. And then click Add AT&T as my operator. Next, we'll need to add one location for AT&T to associate our phone numbers against. This information is used to determine the geographic area of any new phone numbers we request, as well as provide a fail-safe address in case a user makes an emergency call. We'll click the Locations menu, choose Emergency Addresses, click on Add, give our address a name, choose our country, and enter the address. And you'll see that Teams will automatically populate the address if it finds it. We'll click on that address. It's also going to pinpoint it on a map. If we can confirm that the address selected by Teams is correct and the location information shown on the map is accurate, we can continue. However, if this is not accurate, we can check this box and enter manually our street number, street name, and other information. We'll also need to enter the latitude and longitude of our location, and we can find that information using Bing Maps or another mapping software. Since our address was correct, we'll turn this back off. I'll enter the address again. We can also change the organization name if this is different from our tenant. We'll click the acknowledgement for the emergency disclaimer and click Save. We would repeat this process for any additional locations that we need to add into Microsoft Teams.
My name is Matthew Ricketts. I'm with AT&T Business Digital Experience, and I'm going to be demonstrating some of the features and functionalities of Business Center along with AT&T Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams on Business Center. Business Center is a customizable self-service account management portal where you can manage your AT&T business accounts and services online. Business Center can be found at businesscenter.att.com. So to start, we start on the Business Center login page, and I use my email address and password to log in. So once I've logged into Business Center, I land on the Business Center dashboard. And there's a few areas of the Business Center dashboard that I want to point out. At the top, we've got the main menu. In the center section is the widget section, and at the bottom is the footer. In the main menu, you'll notice we've got the Manage button, where you can click on that and navigate to other areas of Business Center, such as your account, your network, and your reports. In the Portals area is where you can access other portals that you might have access to. Then there's the Messages section, the Profile section, and the Help section. It's in the Profile section that you can go and change your name, change your password if you need to, and make other adjustments to your address and other adjustments that you may need to your account. In the Help section is where you can find articles about all of the features and functionality on Business Center, as well as the features and functions for AT&T Cloud Voice. So I'm just going to go to the Help categories, go over to Orders, and there, right at the top, we've got AT&T Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams, and there's all the articles dealing with AT&T Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams. To get back to the main dashboard, I can go up to the upper left-hand corner and just click on the Business Center logo, and it takes me right back to the dashboard. The Widgets section of the dashboard shows widgets with information about your business services at AT&T. Some of these include the Orders widget, to see a snapshot of the order status and navigation to order status and to start a new order, the Maintenance widget for submitting tickets and seeing ticket status, and the Reports widget for accessing reports. Access to widgets is determined by permissions, which your company administrator can edit. More information about setting permissions is available in the Help section. You can customize the dashboard by moving the widgets on the screen. I can move these widgets to anywhere which makes sense for me and put them in any order that I want. I can also create and manage additional boards by setting up new boards with different widgets on them. So I've set up a network board that shows me more of my network information, and I can just click back to the board I've created for this demonstration. The footer section of the dashboard gives further navigation options and other information. For AT&T Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams, Business Center gives you the ability to view details about your service and make changes. Viewing current inventory and making changes starts on the inventory page. You can get to the inventory page two ways. You can navigate using the main menu by selecting Manage, Network, then View All Inventory. Or you can simply hit the Start Order button on the Orders widget. The Network Inventory page shows you all of your locations. You can expand a location to see the services at that location, then expand a service to see its sites. For AT&T Cloud Voice, you can see information such as the site ID, the quantity of phone numbers you have, as well as the phone numbers on that site. And if you need to, you can create a ticket for any of the phone numbers that you might have trouble with. The first order type that I'm going to show you is how to add additional AT&T Cloud Voice sites. So from the Network Inventory page, I'm going to hit Add Location, and then hit Add Site, AT&T Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams. This brings up all of the sites that you have previously added to the Microsoft Teams Admin Center. I click the one that I want to add and hit Continue. AT&T does a validation to make sure that we understand the address. Once it's validated, I just simply enter the quantity of phone numbers that I want at the site. I can use the plus and minus options to increase and decrease that quantity, or I can simply enter in the quantity of phone numbers that I want. I then have the option to add concierge service if I want to. If everything's set up properly, I just hit the Continue button. I go to the Review Order page. On the Review Order page is where I see the information that I just entered. It gives me a last chance. I can edit anything if I've made a mistake. It also gives a summary of the cost of this ad based on my contract and seat package. If everything looks okay, I can hit the Submit button. After your site is added and the order is complete, it'll show up in the network inventory page. All other order types that we have for AT&T Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams happens off the Manage page. To get to the Manage page for a site, I'm going to start with the location, expand that location, expand the service, and hit the Actions, Start Order button for that site. This takes me to the Manage page for that specific site. Here I see additional information about my site. I've got its site ID, its address, as well as the seat package and all of the phone numbers and the phone number type for each phone number at this site. From the Manage page is where the other change orders take place. I can add additional phone numbers. I can delete phone numbers that I no longer need. I can convert phone numbers from our SIP trunking service, IP Flexible Reach, and I can transfer phone numbers from other carriers. I can also change my seat package and change the type of each of my phone numbers. Let's go through a few of these order types. If I wanted to add additional phone numbers to this site, I'm going to hit the Add AT&T Phone Numbers button, which will start that order. Then I can simply use the plus or the minus to add a quantity of phone numbers that I want, or I can type the quantity in. I hit Continue, which takes me to the Review Order page, and it gives me a synopsis of my order. There I'm adding 10 phone numbers to this site. There's the seat package that I already have for the site, and there's the charges based on my seat package and contract. I can then hit the Submit Order button and go to the confirmation page. Another order type that we have is changing the seat package. So if I wanted to change the seat package for my service, I would hit the Edit button, and I would see the other seat packages available to me. View information about them, the cost, and then select the one I want. Changing a seat package impacts my entire enterprise, so not just the site I'm on, and this little message just informs me of that. If I'm fine with that, I can continue. And again, I go to the Review Order page for that order type, and I see a summary of the change that I'm about to make with its charges. I can then submit it. The last order type I'm going to show is to change the type of each phone number. So down at the bottom, we've got all of the phone numbers on this site. It gives me a little summary here of how many phone numbers I have as user type, how many phone numbers I have as conference, and how many phone numbers I have as auto attendant and call queue. I can then hit this button that says Change Phone Number Types, which starts the order. I can then use the radio buttons to change the type of any of these phone numbers. Unlike the previous orders that we just looked at, these orders take place immediately. So when I hit this conference button, I see that this change was saved. I don't need to submit it or see a review page. If I want to change another phone number to auto attend and call queue, I hit that radio button, and I'm shown that that change was made. When I'm done making all the changes I want, I can hit the Return to Manage button. I am shown a note that the rest of the configuration of those phone numbers needs to take place in the Microsoft Teams Admin Center. That concludes the demonstration of the features and functionalities for AT&T Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams on Business Center. Remember that you can always go to the Help section to find more information about AT&T Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams and other functions in Business Center. Now I'll turn it back to Daniel, who will show us how to assign and unassign users in the Microsoft Teams admin portal.
Thanks, Matt. Once AT&T Business Center has placed the numbers in our tenant, we can assign them to our users. From the Admin Center, we'll go to Voice and Phone Numbers. And here we'll see a list of all the phone numbers that are assigned to our tenant, along with their available usage types. We'll see here numbers that show usage, conference, and voice apps. If we want to assign a number to a user, we'll simply check the number, click Edit, and then we'll enter the username to assign this number to. We'll click Assign. We also have the option for Teams to send an email to the user telling them that their phone number has been assigned. That's optional. We'll hit Apply, and that's it. The number is assigned to the user.
Thank you so much for joining us today as we've learned a lot about AT&T Business Center and how to leverage that and use that functionality to manage your AT&T Cloud Voice with Microsoft Teams. Guys, I just wanted to ask a couple of questions. First of all, if I'm a customer And this is something that we are very serious about. And we're trying to figure out how to navigate this and work through this. And is this something we can do? Daniel, do we have a solution or some kind of program that we could engage in that would help us figure that stuff out?
Absolutely. We've partnered with Microsoft to offer a 2-day, 8-hour workshop where we explain all about bringing telephony services into Microsoft Teams.
Awesome. Awesome. And so say I've bought it, right? And I'm working through my portal, trying to manage it and all those kind of things. Matt, is there if I need just a little bit of help, is there something on there that I can engage with that will help me sort of work through sort of a challenge that I may run into?
Yeah, so there's a few options available within Business Center. There's the help section that I showed during the demo, where you can find articles about all the functionalities of Business Center, as well as for AT&T Cloud Voice for Microsoft Teams. Beyond that, we've got a chat function right on the screen. You can click on that chat option, and operators are there to answer questions. And then last, we've got in the footer, there's the contact area where you can find the toll-free number to get help about Business Center and or send an email.
Awesome. Daniel, if I need a little bit more help, a little more hands-on or maybe some customized help as I'm trying to work through this, does AT&T offer anything that would let me have that?
So AT&T Consulting offers packages from small to large businesses, how we can come in and complete your team's transformation. So it definitely is something that we can do for you.
Awesome. So a lot of opportunities, a lot of ways that AT&T and Microsoft can help you implement AT&T Cloud Voice with Microsoft Teams. Thanks for joining us today. It's our goal at AT&T to help you modernize your workplace. Along with Microsoft, with AT&T Cloud Voice, with Microsoft Teams, we want you to be able to collaborate in all of the environments that you find yourselves in these days. We hope if you're here at Microsoft Ignite that you'll come by and see us. If you're not, if you're virtual somewhere else, please click on the link below to see all of the different ways AT&T is helping our customers do just that, modernize our workforce and collaborate across all of our platforms. Thank you again for joining us today and enjoy Microsoft Ignite.